Cassandra, you are going to hell for what you did to Christopher. I hate you. Bam. Welcome back to Heartbook Radio.
Must we begin with such unhinged vitriol? We are discussing Chain of Thorns by Cassandra Clare, the concluding volume of the Last Hours trilogy, a work exploring the intricate social dynamics and demonic threats faced by the Edwardian Nephilim.
Intricate, please. This 800-page doorstop is basically Gossip Girl, but with more stabbing and less cell phone reception. And the big takeaway, apparently, the author personally betrayed every single reader who ever loved these characters. It's beautiful chaos.
That is a gross oversimplification. The author is exploring themes of consequence, inherited trauma, the complexities of...
Oh, spare me the lecture. We know your idea of complexity is Heathcliff brooding on the moors, which, as I recall, you defended.
Heathcliff represents the untamed, Byronic reaction against societal constraints. It's entirely different from whatever this is. This is adolescent melodrama writ large.
Exactly. Let's talk characters. Cordelia Carstairs, our heroine, spends half the book moping in Paris with her husband's magical blood brother Matthew because hubby James kept a secret involving being magically roofied by his ex, mind you.
It's a magical bond, not date, rape, drugs via jewelry. And Cordelia feels betrayed, isolated. Her actions stem from deep emotional turmoil. She's navigating
her way straight into the arms of the guy who's supposed to be her husband's ride or die. Matthew Fairchild, the parabatai, he's wallowing. He's probably lying about his drinking again, and he's totally using her confusion. He reminds me of my ex Kevin, all poetic angst on the outside, total weasel on the inside.
Attributing the actions of a fictional Nephilim warrior grappling with addiction and forbidden feelings to Kevin is reductive, and James Herondale, the husband, his secrecy, while frustrating, is born of pride and a misguided attempt to protect Cordelia.
Protect her by letting her think he doesn't love her while he's magically handcuffed to his psycho ex, Grace. He's an idiot, a handsome demon-fighting idiot, maybe, but an idiot nonetheless. And don't get me started on Grace Blackthorn. Is she a victim? Is she a manipulator? The book can't decide, and frankly, who cares? She's exhausting.
Her character arc explores the cyclical nature of abuse and the potential for redemption, however flawed.
The only characters people actually liked in this mess were Cordelia's brother Alastair and his boyfriend Thomas. They were off having actual character development while the main trio were stuck in miscommunication station. Population THEM.
I concede that the Alastair and Thomas subplot possessed a certain narrative clarity and emotional resonance lacking elsewhere. But does that salvage the entire endeavor? Is this book actually any good?
Good. Depends. Do you like 800 pages where the main plot, demons attacking London, the supposed point of the Shadowhunters, takes a back seat to people sighing dramatically in drawing rooms?
That is precisely the core criticism. The pacing is egregious. The central conflict with the demon Belial feels utterly peripheral for vast stretches. And the resolution, anticlimactic to the point of absurdity. One reviewer called the final villain confrontation funny with how non-threatening it felt.
And Christopher Lightwood. They kill off a beloved side character, and apparently nobody even cries properly. It's like, oh dear, Christopher exploded. Anyone for scones? People are furious.
The handling of that particular death was narratively questionable. It felt less like a poignant tragedy and more like a clumsy attempt to inject stakes where the central romance plot had consumed all the oxygen. One critic praised the book's unflinching look at toxic relationships, calling it a masterclass in codependency.
Masterclass? Please, another just said. Hundreds of pages of Cordelia's whines regarding James and Matthew's eye roll. See, balance. We even got a listener email about this scene where Thomas sends Alastair a message via fire. It literally says, "Dear Alastair, why are you so stupid? I brush my teeth. Don't tell anyone. Thomas!"
That cannot be real? That sounds like something a child would write.
It is real, and honestly, it's the best part of the book. It's so dumb. It's brilliant. Look, the book is a hot mess. It's bloated. The main romance is infuriating. Characters act like morons. But is it entertaining trash? Maybe. I kind of respect the audacity of making everyone this mad.
It's a fundamental failure of narrative structure and character consistency. It betrays the foundations laid by the previous novels. It's almost as bad as your interpretation of Wuthering Heights.
Hey, Heathcliff needed to be cancelled. Anyway, maybe James isn't that bad. At least he didn't run off to Paris. Okay, final verdict time.
Very well. Using our patented system, I award Chain of Thorns 3 out of 10 unnecessary love triangles, points awarded solely for Alastair and Thomas managing to find happiness amidst the wreckage.
Ooh, harsh. Okay, I give it 6 out of 9 lives ruined by bad decisions. It made me feel things, mostly rage, but hey, that's entertainment, baby.
Unbelievable.
That's all the time we have on Heartbook Radio. Join us next week when we tackle the controversial self-published manifesto, My Gerbil, my guru finding enlightenment through cedar shavings.
I need a drink, or perhaps tenure, far away from here.
You heard the man. Keep it locked, you literary deviants.